Yes, the haze is all over the place, can't settle. It's getting to my face, leaking double. Get out of my space, breathing trouble. It's all about that haze,
Wow, what song you listening to, Debbie?
Hey Christina, it's a song about the haze. Anyway, why aren't you wearing your mask now? PSI today have exceeded 300 and it's in a hazardous level. It is so bad until primary and secondary schools have been cancelled.
Huh? But why? The environment looks a bit hazy and the smell is choking. But I don't think that wearing the mask helps.
Don't you know that by wearing the N95 mask helps to prevent at least 95% of the fine particles from being inhaled? It definitely helps.
But wearing the mask restricts the movement of my mouth and nostrils, making breathing more difficult than usual. It's so uncomfortable.
It may cause some discomfort, but since the PSI is above 300, it is advised to wear the N95 mask to protect yourself from the haze. Don't you know what is haze and the various impact it could cause?
Isn't it the air blown from Indonesia?
Yes, it comes from Indonesia, but haze is an airborne mixture of pollutants that include soot particles, carbon dioxide, and other toxic gases.
Oh my!
Come, let me show you something.
Wow, where is this place?
This is Indonesia where the haze problem originates from.
Oh my god, what are they doing?
This is shifting cultivation, a traditional farming method used widely in Indonesia. It involves the clearing of forested land for cultivation through the slash and burn method, causing forest fires resulting in haze.
But Singapore is so far. How come we still have the haze?
We may be far, but the atmosphere above us is open. Transboundary haze can be still blown from Indonesia to here.
Oh, so is that why Typhoon Tujen in Taiwan deteriorates the haze conditions in Southeast Asia?
Of course, that was because it caused the wind direction to change, blowing the haze towards Singapore. Wind travels from a high pressure to a low pressure places. Due to the typhoon in Taiwan, it causes a low pressure environment in the area which results in the air around Indonesia to be stuck towards the area. The wind starts to blow from the south, carrying haze to Singapore. Winds at this time of the year are relatively light and can veer from one direction to another unpredictably.
How I wish it will rain now.
I really hope so too. However, the El Nino effect have resulted in less occurrence of rain.
Oh, is that the climate change phenomenon that everyone is talking about these days?
Yes, El Nino can cause prolonged increase in the sea surface temperature of the Pacific Ocean. It can disrupt weather patterns, resulting in less rainfalls and storms. The hot and dry weather conditions spark forest fires, resulting in the haze situation.
Oh no! If there's no rain, then won't it take forever for the haze to clear here? Have you seen this? The air pollution is really bad in Indonesia. I can't imagine living in these conditions.
Yes, as it is right now, the air quality is so bad here in Singapore.
Yeah, exactly. Not sure what will it do to our body and health.
Definitely. Do you know the PM2.5 particles that are carried together with the haze?
The very tiny particles that the news had been reporting about?
Yes, you're absolutely right. PM2.5 is actually particles that are less than or equal to 10 micrometers in diameter, which is less than the width of a single human hair. They are so small that they can get into our lungs, potentially causing serious health problems.
Is that why people experiences frequent asthma occurrences and the need to stop or reduce outdoor activities?
Yes, that's right. In fact, many outdoor activities such as Race Against Cancer and various heritage trails have been cancelled due to the haze. Haze generally poses a greater risk to the elderly, those already sick, and children. This is because the elderly have weaker lungs, causing them to be unable to deal with the haze. Haze is also highly irritant to the eyes and nose, resulting in people to develop a cough or chest symptoms.
Oh my goodness, this sounds so terrible. The animals too must have suffered a lot because of this.
Yes, absolutely. What we experience here are also felt by them. Can you imagine those that actually live in the forests that are affected and burnt away? The forests in Indonesia are tropical forests that house many animals such as orangutans. As a result of deforestation, they have lost their homes and some even their lives too. Additionally, forest fire results in dry peat smoldering for long periods of time, which burns down the water table, thus exposing tree roots. This causes both the peat and forest vegetation to become unstable, leading to peat subsidence, many tree falls, and the loss of large forested areas.
Don't the government need to spend more money to tackle these problems?
Yes, in fact, during the 1970 haze, Indonesia lost 20.1 billion USD.
Wow, 20.1 billion USD? That is a huge sum of money. But in actual fact, not only was Indonesia affected, Singapore had also incurred huge losses too due to the haze. Singapore depends greatly on sales and tourism, but the haze deterred tourists coming and people from shopping.
That's right. When the haze first took place, Singapore suffered a 15% drop in tourism in 1997, affecting Singapore's economy.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. Isn't there anything the government can do to help the haze? Well, there is already an existing solution, which is the Regional Haze Action Plan since 1997. However, the effects of the plan implemented was not immediate and lacks effectiveness in tackling the haze situation in Indonesia. As a result, the Singapore government came up with new plans recently to help the Indonesian government as well as Singaporeans to combat haze situations. One of the new solutions is the Haze Assistance Package, which is the cloud seeding operations. Manpower and aircrafts are deployed to Indonesia to assist Indonesia in relieving the haze situations there. So what is cloud seeding? Cloud seeding is the induction of rain by introducing chemicals into clouds. Silver iodide or dry ice is dispersed into the clouds and provided nuclei for moisture to condense around. Water in the clouds is supercooled to ice when it bonds with silver iodide, which has a similar crystalline structure to ice. When it is too heavy to remain suspended, the ice crystals fall and melt on the way to become rain. However, this is limited due to the El Niño effect. So what is El Niño effect? It is a climate cycle in the Pacific Ocean with a global impact on weather patterns. The cycle begins when warm water in the western tropical Pacific Ocean shifts eastward along the equator toward the coast of South America. Normally, this warm water pools near Indonesia and the Philippines. As a result, the climate around Indonesia is dry and hot, causing the situation of forest fires to worsen. Secondly, Singapore government is now working with Indonesia government to identify companies causing the haze. Recently in the news, the company Asia Pulp and Paper Group APP has been identified by the Indonesian government for causing the haze. NTUC has also taken action to take down all the products produced from APP, such as Fair Price Soft Pack Tissue 200s and Fair Price Glow 3-ply facial tissues 140s, as well as related products, including those from Facial, NICE, and Jolly. However, this is limited as well. The fire situations in Indonesia is uncertain. It can be due to dry weather conditions or spread from other areas instead of being deliberately set on fire by the suppliers. So, how are the Singaporeans coping with haze today? Firstly, the Haze Survival Guide is being introduced on printed and online media. They include the air purifiers, ways to protect your skin, masks, various indoor activities, staying hydrated, and taking loads of vitamins. So are these effective or not? First of all, the air purifier, although they are not scientifically proven, some of them can also humidify the air to relieve sinus problems or ionize it to remove bacteria and viruses, on top of the main function of removing dust particles. Especially the high-efficiency particulate air filter such as HEPA. They can filter out the very small harmful fine particulates with diameters less than 2.5 microns. In addition, there was also a sudden interest of air purifying houseplants online too, as many people believe that these plants can also help reduce harmful particulates. These include the bamboo palm, snake plant, areca palm, spider plant, peace lily, and Gerbera daisy. Of course, we should not forget to protect our skin too. The haze has caused the air to be thick and dirty. This affects mainly for those with intolerant skin or existing skin conditions such as eczema. The haze particles may trigger skin irritation that results in dry, itchy, and red rashes, especially on exposed areas such as the face, neck, and forearms. Now, we can even get our masks from various pharmacies, such as Guardian. The mask that we need, of course, is the N95, which is certified to have 95% filter efficiency. Other than that, EN149 masks can also filter up to 80 to 99% of airborne dust particles. Furthermore, there is also a new mask known as the Air Plus Smart Mask. It is certified as an N95 mask, launched in March, which has a valve for improved airflow. New indoor activities are also being introduced to keep families with young children indoors due to the haze. This includes the Singapore Writers' Festival for families and Little Planet Playground. Staying hydrated is also extremely important. Didn't you know? The sales of herbal teas has increased by more than 30% during the haze period. This is because the cooling teas such as chrysanthemum and wolfberry teas can help to soothe throat inflammation, as well as water infused with lemon slices or mint leaves. Don't forget to load up on vitamins too. We should always build up our immunity with foods rich in vitamin C, such as oranges, guava, strawberries, vitamin E, such as nuts and seeds, and omega-3 fatty acids from oily fish, as many people tend to fall sick during